This is a list of NHL goaltender contracts. The number one goalie in the league is Igor Shesterkin making 11.5. You go down and you'll see Vasilevsky, 9.5. Hellebuck, 8.5. Swayman, Ottinger, Sorokin, Ullmark, 8.25. And then you got UC Saros at 7.7. But what if I told you that right now, in the midst of this Tuesday morning, we have ourselves another guy to enter this territory? Ladies and gentlemen, just 3 minutes ago at the time of recording this audio, the Calgary Flames have announced that Dustin Wolf has signed a 7-year extension with an AAV of $7.5 million a year. Holy crap, the Calgary Flames are betting on this guy. And holy crap, did Dustin Wolf just get himself the bag. Look at all the replies to this right here. Posted at 6:30 a.m. in the morning. Flames showing commitment with this deal. Congrats, Dustin. Holy steal. Well deserved. Should have been 8 years. Dustin Wolf. Everybody is loving this contract. And I know it's a lot of money. It's a lot of term for a guy in Dustin Wolf who has only played himself a total of, 18 plus 53, that is 73 minus 2, that's 71 games. 71 games in the National Hockey League, and Dustin Wolf has locked in a $7.5 million AAV deal. Here's the thing. You can very well say that he deserves it. I think the caliber of play that Dustin Wolf displayed at 23, turning 24 years old this previous year, was nothing short of exquisite. 3 shutouts, a .910 save percentage, and a .264 goals against in 53 games, with a record of 29, 16, and 8. Had the Calgary Flames actually made the Stanley Cup Playoffs, I honestly think Dustin Wolf would have won the Calder Trophy, and he could have even been in the running for either the Vezina or the Hart. The Flames, all intents and purposes, they weren't that great this previous year, but they were in the fight, mostly because Dustin Wolf was putting up goaltending numbers that were right up in there in the top 20 save percentages in the NHL. Not to mention the fact that he played so many games, he was tossed in there every single night, it seemed like, and as a top starter in the league with this save percentage and this goals against, he did all of this in what was essentially his rookie year. Now, sure, you're looking at it and saying, okay, well, there are a bunch of other guys that had more numbers, more saves, better production and all that stuff. Like, okay, it's not like he was the best goalie in the world, but he was one of the top ones, and he was an underrated pickup throughout fantasy leagues. A lot of folks were going out there and expressing adoration for this guy from across the NHL's fan bases. Dustin Wolf proved himself to be a total stud, stealing that starter spot from Dan Vladar, and nobody is looking back in the city of Calgary. Nobody in the management group, nobody in the fan base, and not Dustin Wolf himself either. Now, hopefully, this is going to prove well for the young Calgary Flames netminder. Hopefully, it gives him the necessary push to become a true bona fide number one starter in the league. Not just the number one of Calgary, but a total absolute boss who is consistently in the top of the NHL save percentages. I mean, he's already a top, let's just say 12 goaltender in the NHL when it comes to dollars, AAV-wise. And some of the guys that he's going to be making more money than, Aiden Hill, Jacob Markstrom, Jordan Binnington. I mean, a lot of these guys are very good goalies. They are. But Dustin Wolf definitely had himself that showcase, that stealing of the hearts of many Flames fans that warrant a $7.5 million AAV extension. So with that in mind, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Dustin Wolf extending 7-year deal here for the Calgary Flames. It's a bright and early video here, and I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.